Hey, I'm Wesley,
And I'm Enoch.
and we're co-founders of Cymate.
We're the #1 cold outreach firm for B2B software companies and tech startups.
And the reason we're able to say that is because we've helped over 100 of companies with the top of funnel efforts to generate more meetings, demos, and signups, including a handful of portfolio companies from YC, First Round Capital, and Techstars. We've helped scale their sales and outbound effort to the next level.
Like we did for Alessandro, founder of Get Dynasty.
So the fact that you cost less than an SDR and you're significantly more impactful and you take up way less of my time, like I can't recommend your service enough. And
Nick, co-founder of Prozo.
The best part about working with you guys is that you guys also have a founder mentality. You guys move fast, you guys are really on top of your things, and you guys understand how a startup really grows.
Or even Alex, CEO of Compound Planning.
Working with Enoch was phenomenal and tremendous. He felt like a part of the team very, very quickly. I've worked with a number of consultants and kind of vendors that, they feel like a vendor.
And so many more that we could not name here because we'll be here all day. But you can check out all of our testimonials on our website below.
So what exactly do we do? In a nutshell, we do everything end to end when it comes to building a cold outreach funnel. From setting up hundreds of email inboxes with premium infrastructure and managing deliverability so all your messages don't land in spam.
To building out a list of potential customers that we qualify and filter based on your ICP.
Now you're probably thinking, you guys are just another spray and pray cold outreach agency. You probably write generic emails, blast it out into the void, and just hope for the best.
But that could not be further from the truth. You work with a dedicated go-to-market engineer and outbound specialist who will craft your offer and build personalized outreach messages that reach your ICP at scale.
Each email is crafted with deep research and AI that scrapes the entire web for relevant context.
From LinkedIn profiles, company websites, recent news to job openings, intent-based triggers, and so much more, so that every message that goes out is laser-targeted, relevant, and personalized.
And to top it all off, you'll even get a sales rep to manage all the follow-ups and the replies.
But enough talking, let us show you how. And if you want to see more of this, book a call with us and we'll show you a lot more of what we can do with the latest sales tech and AI.
In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we use cold email, AI, and automation to generate millions of dollars of pipeline, all without needing to hire another SDR. It's the exact same system we used to help Rev generate 260K of pipeline in just 40 days. Also the same exact process we used to help Woven generate 115K of pipeline in just 30 days. So instead of me just rambling, let me just show you how it works. I'm going to show you a system that you can set up to cold email key decision makers on autopilot as soon as they become potential prospects. When I say on autopilot, I truly mean on autopilot. There's no lead scraping, there's no manual email enrichment, email validation, there's no uploading lead lists to SmartLead because everything's covered in this entire workflow. All right, so right now we're in Appify, which is our custom data scraping tool. In our example here, we're just going to assume that companies that are growing their sales team, that this is an intent-based trigger that we want to leverage in our cold email. We're using the LinkedIn job scraper. We're going to search for recent job postings for SDRs or BDRs. And for the sake of the example, we're just going to look for the last 25. We have a very cool make.com automation that runs our Appify task every morning, and it pipes all that data into Clay. So let me just go ahead and run the automation. Cool. So all this data was piped into our Clay table. This is basically all the latest job postings for SDR or BDR positions. And what we do automatically as soon as we get a new row is that we enrich the company data from LinkedIn, and then we grab that company description and we run it through AI to just double check if this company is in fact a B2B SaaS company. In our example, we only care about reaching out to companies that are B2B software companies. Using that as a filter, we then run it through Apollo, and then we look for people who, I think in this example, we're just looking for VPs. So we're just looking for people who have VP or vice president in their title. And all of the people that we found using Apollo, we're going to pipe that into a new table of just people. So every row is going to be a new person. All right, so here is our table of leads. The cool thing is that every time a new row gets added by our previous table, all these enrichments are run automatically. Obviously, one thing that we need to do is find their emails. So we run that through 2 email finders. First one is ICPs, and then the second one is Prospio. And then we aggregate those emails into this column. And then we triple validate that the emails are valid with debounce. The next step is that we normalize the company name with AI. And as you can see, we have the position that they're hiring for, but we don't want to say something like, saw you were hiring for sales development representative SaaS/green tech in our email. What we can do is just run a few simple if statements with AI. So if it says sales development, then return SDRs, business development, then return BDRs. If it says account executives, then return AEs. This is a lot more simple than using AI to try to normalize these job titles, just because it's pretty hit or miss. So we do the same thing for the experience level. We want to say something like, saw you were hiring for entry-level SDRs at the company. And moving on, we can write pretty much the entire email inside Clay and then send that data over to SmartLead, our sending tool. In this example, don't judge the copy. It's just an example. If you're interested in copy, we have a bunch of other videos below. In this case, the subject line is just going to be question for first name. And then the email body is going to be super simple. Hey, first name, saw you were hiring this experience level SDR. So this is what it looks like inside the SmartLead campaign. Nothing special here, but I just wanted to show you what's possible if you have some sort of intent-based trigger. Obviously, we can play around with different data points to make the message more relevant depending on what it is that you offer and who it is that you're reaching out to. So if you'd like to see how this might work for your business, go ahead and book a call with us below.